Hi, I'm Emma and I run The Dating Mermaid. You can find more of my stuff, such as blogs and products, at thedatingmermaid.com. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the 4 categories that men place women into. Now, some men will place a woman into one of these 4 categories as early as 30 seconds from meeting her. So this potentially can happen really quickly. I'm letting people know about these 4 categories because the category that a man has placed a woman into will directly influence how he behaves towards a woman. And there are 2 categories out of the 4 that I can imagine many women do not want to be in, where the men are treating them quite badly or potentially treating them quite badly, and sometimes in a disrespectful fashion. Now, a final point I want to make before I look at the 4 categories is that the way a woman looks and the way a woman behaves will heavily influence the category that she's placed into. Now, this is potentially quite good news because if you have been placed into a category that you don't like, then you can potentially do a few things to remove yourself from that category. Now, I'm not saying in any instance that I think that women should change their behaviour and their look directly to suit a man. I'm just giving this information so that you can avoid being placed into categories that you don't like and being treated in ways that you don't like. So let's just start looking at these 4. Number 1. This is the friend category. This is where a man has decided he's not going to pursue you romantically or sexually. However, he does want you in his life because he enjoys your company. So this is potentially quite a positive category. You are liked, but he's just not going to pursue you. The only time this is a negative category is when you really like a man and he's not romantically interested in you. This could be quite a disappointing category. But overall, if you're not interested in a man, this is quite a positive category. The next one, category number 2. This is the fling category. This is when a man views a woman as a sexual object only. He has one intention, and that is to have sex with that woman. He's very attracted to her. He might even like her as a human being, but he knows he doesn't want to pursue her romantically. He doesn't want to have a relationship with her. He just wants to have sex with her. Now, this is a category that I can imagine many women don't want to find themselves in. Many women don't want a man to just use them for sex because many women are actually interested in relationships. So this may be a disappointing category for many women. Category number 3. Now, this is potentially one of the worst categories out of the 4, if not the worst. And this is the temporary girlfriend category. Now, I would argue this is probably the smallest category. I have heard a very limited number of men that have said that in the past they've been with women, been in a relationship with a woman, or on rare occasions, really rare occasions, I've heard that a man is currently in a relationship with a woman that he actually knows that he has no intention of committing to in the future. He cannot see a future with his woman, and he knows this. So therefore, he just views his woman as a temporary measure. He stays in a relationship because he enjoys the relationship currently, but he knows that she is not really the one for him. Now, there are 2 kind of categories within this category. There are some women that know that they're in a relationship with somebody who isn't fully into them, right? So some women are aware of that and they continue to remain in that relationship, mainly because they hope that one day it will get better. The second category within this category is probably the more painful, where the woman involved doesn't know. And that is because the man has kind of kept this to himself, this information to himself. And in his head, he thinks, I'm not fully committed. I'm behaving in a way where I'm not fully committed, but I haven't actually said it. So she should kind of get the hint. He's kind of putting the responsibility for knowing onto her rather than openly communicating with her. Now, I'm hoping that none of you are in this third category because this category is arguably probably the most painful, where you think there's a future when in actual fact he knows there isn't. Category number 4, another positive one. This is the wife category, or I could have called it the girlfriend category too. So wife or girlfriend category. And this is where a man believes that this person is somebody he could be with in the future. She is potentially the one. It's somebody that he really respects, he admires, and he really wants to spend time with. So this is a woman that he is fully committed to, or could become fully committed to, because she's wife material. This is a good category to be in if obviously you really like a man. So these are the 4 categories. I would argue 2 out of the 4 are pretty positive. 2 are really negative, or potentially really negative, depending on how you view the situation. But as I said earlier, the way that a woman behaves and the way that she looks can influence the category that a man will place her into. So if you are in one of the two categories that are arguably pretty negative to many people, there are potentially some things that you can do to get out of those situations. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Hope it's been informative. If you're interested in reading some of my blogs, just pop over to my website, thedatingmermaid.com. If you want to let me know what you think about this video, which I'm really interested in hearing about, because obviously it'll help me kind of develop future videos, then just leave some comments in the box below. If you're interested in checking out my dating, relationship or breakup recovery toolkits, then pop over to my Etsy store at www.thedatingmermaid.etsy.com. Anyway, thanks for listening. Bye now.